before you start watching this, heavy spoilers for basically the entirety of the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise coming up. Most specifically free, but I'm also gonna talk about some things that are part of 1 and 2. So be warned. Yo, what's up? Twisty back with yet another video. And probably my first video of 2023. Happy New Year! We're talking about my top 10 favorite tracks of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. By the way, my game of the year, my contender for best music in video gaming, period. Basically, the entire Xenoblade Chronicles franchise is that. And just overall, my biggest enjoyment in listening to any music, period. It was actually really hard to pick a top 10 because all of these songs are exceptional in their own right. And I am not someone who's well versed in the field of music theory, understanding notes, or anything like that. I'm simply going off of how I felt listening to this. If you think that your song has been neglected by me, put a comment down below and we can complete this list. Anyway, let's jump right in. And my number 10 pick is Ultimate Enemy, the Super Boss theme. Like I said, I don't know much about music theory, I don't know much about notes, but the way that it's building up towards its actual highlight, which comes a little bit later into the song, which you might have heard. I don't know how well I have cut all of this, but you may have heard it just now. It's just pure listening bliss. I love this track so much. And the first time I heard it, yeah, it actually caught me a little bit off guard because it started so slow that I didn't think there was anything coming after this. But I'm honestly happy they didn't go with "You Will Know Our Names" for the super boss of this game. By the way, we'll get to that song as well. Just keep watching.
Assumed our time was forever. Naturally seemed forever. Those happy days we spent together. 'Cause you were always beside me. Then suddenly I realized these happy days won't ever last. Out of all the souls we create, in fact, how we met was a miracle. I see you peacefully.
I love this song, but I also hate it so goddamn much. This is basically the last actual song that you hear in the game, aside from the Offseer motif at the very, very finish of the game. But oh, this going back to the cutscene that this song plays in is really one of the most soul-crushing things that happens in Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade as a genre, as a franchise, is very much about a philosophy and about questioning things. And this song hurts on so many different levels. It's actually not even funny, but it's so beautiful at the same time, having a weird sense of both closure as well as the "why did this happen?" a kind of ideal. It's you love to hate it and you hate to love it, but it's it's just awesome. I love it. This is a very fair number 9 spot, I think, and Yasunori Mitsuda composed the song, and it's been vocalized by Sarah Ueda. Good on you. Really, honestly. Amazing voice, amazing performance. Let me give you a follow. You're cool. Now, this is another one of those songs that is literally just there to hurt you. The scene it plays in is there to hurt you, and it accomplishes that in absolute perfection. This is one of those songs that I couldn't even focus on the first time watching the cutscene because I didn't want the cutscene to happen in the first place. This is universally accepted as one of the hardest cutscenes to get through in Xenoblade 3 and perhaps even in the entire franchise because and the way that the scene plays out, it is painful. It is pure hurt. But it's incredibly interesting how this song still has those feelings of elevation, especially when the flutes actually come back in. But yeah, it hurt me, it made me feel unwell for a couple of weeks actually, and I think that a lot of others will actually agree on that. I'm actually not gonna talk about why it did. You gotta figure that out yourself.
Here I am, staring at my own palms. I feel the warmth of your hand. I thought I'd be forever by your side, protecting you, assuming that's what you wanted to.
This... It's kind of unfortunate that this song basically plays into the previous one, because oh my god, I hate life. I hate life. This song is really just there to hurt you even more than the previous one, and the lyrics are the main reason for this one at this time around. I wish that I could properly explain the love-hate relationship, the hate-love, whatever you call it, that I have for this specific track, but oh my god, I wanna punch it and then apologize on my knees just to knee it in the stomach. To then apologize and give my life to it. It is just... Stop hurting me. Stop hurting me, okay? Please? Can I have a minute? Oh, and by the way, Sarah Wida again sang this rendition, so good on you again, with Mitsuda as the composer. That seems like a good combo. Hopefully we can hear more of this combination down the line, because that's just beautiful. You either love it or you hate it. It really doesn't matter, because Chain Attack from Xenoblade 3 is an absolute bop. I know that Chain Attack usually comes in at the worst possible times. I understand it. Especially when you have a big important boss fight at your hand and you wanna listen to the original theme that they have. But come on guys, come on. This song is still so incredibly good. I wanna hear it every single day, and I actually have listened to this song every single day ever since this game came out. I am very aware that a toggle to turn off the Chain Attack theme for the Chain Attacks, big brain, would be a welcome addition, but honestly, it's just good. It kind of doesn't feel Xenoblade-esque because it's more like an overarching JRPG kind of theme song that could literally be in every single game out there, which isn't JRPG. Come on, guys, it's just... It also is the weird thematic behind the Chain Attack that while the world of Xenoblade 3 is super dark, it's all about the people of the world being exposable like tissues. You still have that feeling of, oh yeah, we're actually liking the way that we're living here with the Chain Attack theme, because that's kind of what's going on with their past catching up to them, because the team has to work out their differences. I just see that kind of symbolism in the song, and I just love it. It's so good. It's also one of the very few songs in the franchise that has a proper ending to it. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to loop, and I think that's a welcome addition to a song that you can listen to for all eternity. It's honestly really good, like I said, but it has a proper ending, and I think that's awesome. And with that, we have You Will Know Our Names Finale Edition. Because as well as having a basically permanent mode, this song will also end if you kill the unique monster. This is the unique monster theme, in case that wasn't clear enough so far. And oh my god, I love this. This is my favorite unique monster theme that we have in the entire franchise. I know that I'm very aware that You Will Know Our Names original, You Will Know Our Names Definitive Edition, and You Will Recall Our Names are all incredible songs in their own right. I just like this the most because for me it just feels a little bit more enjoyable to listen to. I guess it's because of the way that the beats flow into each other. Although I gotta say that this section of You Will Recall Our Names is one of my favorite parts of all media, period. At least for me, personally. But overall, there's no denying that all the You Will songs are absolutely chef's kiss. Pure listening bliss. Listen to all of them. Please, do yourself the favor. Listen to all of them. They are all amazing. That's right, Mobius Battle is my number 4. However, there are multiple reasons for this. First of all, this song is so good that I actually started to like Mobius just because of this. Yeah, music can do a lot for personas, character arcs, and just overall villains as well. However, the things that make this so incredible are a super special I've never heard this in my life section. Such a good spot of the song. Mwah, pure listening bliss. However, there's a version that I think is superior in every single way. That's right, the first time you fight Mobius M, this place, and this is symbolic on so many levels. I can't even get into this within the length of the video that I have planned for this. Let's just say that Xenoblade 3 is full of symbolism, just like Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 1. Let's just go to the special section of this theme. Oh my god, I love it! Ah, it's so good! And again, it's so symbolic on so many levels that I can't even begin to explain all of this with the limited time that I wanted this video to be. This is probably way longer than I anticipated in the first place, but I'm not gonna artificially stretch it. So yeah, Mobius Battle M, mwah, so good, so symbolic, so foreshadowing. Again, leitmotifs are crazy. The Weight of Life is one of the best soundtracks that I've ever heard in my entire life, and it really doesn't have any weaknesses in the song at all, quite honestly. It has a wonderful flowing of up and down, at least from my listening experience. And The Weight of Life is... Oof. Where do I even start? Just like Engage the Enemy in Xenoblade 1's context of the same thematic of the song, and a counterattack for Xenoblade 2, which is again the same thematic of just the Xenoblade 2 universe. This theme has a... It has a property that just makes you go from an up to a down and back up again. That's just... It's just so good. It's used sparingly, which I'm very happy about. Although I kind of wish they would have used it more. But I understand that the situations it's been used in were exactly the right situations to use it. Although there was potentially one more cutscene where I can definitely see it happening. But that's for a completely different discussion. So yeah, Weight of Life, just I love it. It's so good. I wanna listen to this more, so I will do that just now. But yeah, on to my number 2. Yeah, we're already at number 2. I basically never announced the numbers. But yeah, we are at number 2. This is number 3, and it could have been higher. However, There's no way that I'm gonna betray our... I can't betray her! I cannot put Melia any lower than second spot. Poor Melia, it's... Oh... Melia suffers so much in this game. And the fact that this song comes back as her battle theme... Whoever made the decision, I hope you get a raise because you're an absolute genius. Brilliant Wings was originally Time to Battle Biona's Shoulder in the bonus content for Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition, which is future connected. It's the regular battle theme of that song. The sad thing is, you will never hear the song in its entirety unless you artificially drag out battles. And that's a damn shame, because if you listen to this in the background, you hear just so much going on. It's so crazy how, of course, there's a reworked version. The original actually does a lot more things, which Nicholas, he talks so much about this. How this song does so many crazy things, and I can't actually properly describe it. It's basically tricking us into thinking that it keeps getting higher and higher, or that it just changes the music keys constantly into a higher note. But it's actually not doing that. It's kind of tricking us with some initial things. Again, I'm not equipped enough to talk about this properly, but it's so... Also... It's all around just bop after bop section after bop section, and it just doesn't let up. It just keeps pushing. I love it. It's so good. However, for my number one spot, we need a little bit of prelude. What happens when you take the most emotionally driven song from Xenoblade 2 and you turn it into a battle theme? That's right, you get the Drifting Soul remix, Drifting Soul Battle, or how it's called on YouTube, Kaleidoscopic Core. I mean, I get it, but I would have rather went with something that represents Nia a bit more, because this is, with all intents and purposes, now Nia's theme 100%. She gets a more graceful variation of Drifting Soul when we see her as the queen for the first time, like as the actual queen. Again, I gave you a spoiler warning. Don't get mad at me. And it is, with all intents and purposes, now Nia's theme. And the fact that this is now a battle theme, which basically just shows her resolve, I actually went into a spoiler territory and said that this should be called Nia's Resolve. Or, for what it's worth, Agnian Queen's Resolve, or something like that. A show that Nia just wants to change the world. Whatever that may be. My personal gripes with the title of the song, blah blah. This is possibly the song that I have listened to the most ever since the game came out. It is incredible. This song, even more so than Brilliant Wings, it just never lets up. And the way that it loops, which you will potentially hear in the video a little later, it's just absolute insanity. every single composer, and every single musician, everyone who worked on the music for this, I'm pretty sure that all of them were threatened for their lives, because holy cow, how do you create something so insane? Of course, I'm joking here, but I think they had the time of their life, quite honestly. It is absolutely insane how you can turn one of the most emotionally driven songs of the previous game, Xenoblade 2, take it into Xenoblade 3, make it a battle theme, and everyone just goes, yeah, I'm okay with this. Because it just, I don't know how they did it, but it works. And if people are actually able to play Xenoblade 2 for what it's actually worth, a very emotionally driven questioning of reality itself, a retelling of people with pure post-traumatic stress disorder as well as depression, I just wish that people would give Xenoblade 2 a shot with this amazing song in mind. Absolute insanity. I love this game in general. This was basically just my personal top 10 of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 soundtracks. Whether you agree or disagree with my list, let me know your favorites in the comment section down below. Potentially hit that like if you liked this and me throwing in some little bonus. And consider subscribing to the channel. Anyway, I will see you in my next video. Until then, I'm Twisty, or Marco, and I'm out. Peace.